Tonight's episode of The Ship Show is brought to you by...
Douche Canoe, a fragrance for men by Carnival.
Gotta help me, please.
Tonight's episode...
Doesn't seem like that far. All right, big man, it's all you. I'm good? You're good. Welcome to Aruba, y'all.
Uploading. System 1 loaded. Self-destruct sequence activated.
I smell a smelly smeller that smells smelly.
Hello?
Hey, yo. What's up?
Nothing, B. Watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you?
Nothing. Watching the game, having a bud.
True. True.
Yo, who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone.
Hello? Yo, where's Dookie?
Yo, Duke!
Yo. What's up? What's up? Hold on. Hello? What's up? Hold on. Let me call Angela Williams. What's up?
Hold on, you know what? We should call Trevor.
What's up? Let me call Paul.
Going for Paul.
What's up?
Hang on, I'll call Carla.
Hello? Hello? What's up?
What's up? Hold on, I gotta call Tiffany.
Hello? What's up? Oh, hold on. Let me call Big Pop.
What's up?
Oh, hang on. Let me call Kevin. Hang on.
What's up? Hold on. Jimmy's on the other line. Let me put you on hold.
I got an idea. Let's FaceTime the Q's Cruisers.
Hey, where's Doodles?
What's that?
Did anybody hear from Jay?
Hello? Oh, hey. What's
Let's call some of the coop.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
So what's up, B?
Watching the game, having a bud.
True. True.
What's up?
Hey, welcome to the Golf Show, Clubheads. It's Wednesday night, and that makes it Golf Show night. Yeah, we're going to be talking about all things to do with golf and everything about clubs and balls and holes and all the fun. What? The ship show? What am I doing here if this is a show about cruising? Really? They talk about cruising? Could have fooled me. Anyway, happy Wednesday, mother cluckers. Baka!
The ship show. Oh, yeah.
Oh no, where am I?
Oh, you're invisible.
What happened?
I don't know.
I know what happened. How about that? Hey there, folks. It's the Rooster and Larry coming at you live and direct from Ship Show Studio Town, where it always goes down without a frown. That's what
There you
I'm
are.
saying. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see us. Hopefully you can hear Larry. And hopefully you're enjoying this glorious shirt that I'm wearing. Oh.
Has anybody asked you any questions about that shirt?
Oh, lots of people. Lots and lots of people. Lots of people making lots and lots of requests. I gotta say, right off the rip, okay? Let me just show you. You see right here at the top on my shoulders, like right here? Okay?
Yes.
All right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you could see that because... Hold on a minute.
What am I looking at?
Larry,
Yeah, there you are.
let me say something.
Okay. Let's just get this out of the way right off the bat, eh?
You know, when it comes to group cruise shirts, I always try to go above and beyond as much as I can to try and provide something memorable.
Yes, you do.
And it's really not a rant because I'm not mad because I understand why people would want one, right? Or want these things that have been requested. But here's the thing. This particular cruise is the Coop Cruise, so I'm really putting in some extra effort, you know, trying to make something cool. I'm not done with this. This was a prototype just to see if I wanted to go with the company that manufactures them before I started wasting my time trying to edit and get the shirt right. Because if you look at these seams right here, I'm here to tell you that these shirts are printed, not printed like your typical what you would buy on like for a group cruise where it's like printed on the fabric.
Sublimated.
This is sublimated, where they literally vaporize the ink into the fabric. You can't, it's not going to wash off, right? But the way these shirts are made is that they sublimate the ink on fabric. Then they cut that fabric and then they sew the pieces together, okay? So the way this works, oh, thank you, Jamie Wilhite. That's so sweet. Let me just show you an example real quick. Not that it matters too much, but, you know, it's a live stream. It's our live stream, and I can do what I stick a daggone freaking what. You know what I'm saying, Larry?
I do. Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so let me just do this real quick.
So the inside of that shirt is pure white.
No. Well, yes.
Yeah.
But you could, yes. And that's by design, because a
Right,
white
right,
background is better, right?
95% of all hockey jerseys today are sublimated.
Yes.
And
softball uniforms, mind you.
So much. It's such a better system. Just such a better system was sublimated versus names and numbers, and you have to sew all that on, all the embroidery. It's just such an easier process, and they look better.
Yeah, so
I have a lot of golf shirts now. More and more of them are sublimated.
okay, let me see if this will go in here. I don't know if it will. Real quick. Just give me a second, y'all. Just give me a second. Ooh, Adobe Photoshop beta? I like it. I like it a lot. I like beta versions. There's a new beta version of Photoshop that I didn't know about. I like it. Can't wait to mess with it. Okay, so here we go. All right, this is a good example, but I will put this on here. Not now. Okay. All right, so check it out. Let me export this. Export as PNG. Let me get to my stuff here. Oh boy. I'm having a hard time, Larry.
You'll figure it out. You always do.
Oh no, it's just I have so much stuff on my computer, it's hard to navigate through it these days. Okay.
Imagine that.
Actually, my 15 terabyte NAS is almost full. Okay, so here we go. Downloads. Where's my downloads, Larry? Can you tell me where my downloads are?
What are those buttons?
Okay. So all right, there we go. Now let me size this up. Oh, you butt face. Don't do that. I'm getting there. This is just a very large image because I sized it to fit. Oh, you piece of crap. We're getting there.
All right.
I'll just keep doing it little by little. I'm sure this is riveting live stream footage for you guys, and I appreciate your patience. Man, I can't believe how big this thing is. We're getting there, though. I don't know how to scale differently. Okay, now I can see both sides. So here we go. By the way, Larry, I went to the dentist today. I got a new crown. You like it? Front tooth.
It's almost as bad as a root canal.
Well, so I knocked my my two front teeth out in high school. playing the drums. My drumstick broke on my rim, flew up, hit me in the mouth, and that was the end of that. Okay, here we go. All right, so as you can see, there's a front, there's a back, there's a left sleeve, there's a right sleeve, and there's a collar, okay? Now, when I do this, when I edit this, right, you see how the sleeves are at an angle at the top of the shoulder?
Yes.
That image doesn't stay. The image is, you can't cut and paste the image. I've tried it. I've taken that template and tried to like cut out the design to fit that. It does not work this way. Because there's bleed areas based on the different sizes, right? From small to 4 extra large, there's different sizes. Or like the image has to adjust somehow. And therein lies the problem. In my eye, I would love for that point to come up and touch the other point, which I've since fixed. However, then you get to the sleeves and you're dealing with a whole nother issue altogether, because the sleeves aren't exactly at the same angle as the shirt. Anyway, I digress. My point is, and I put a poll in the Coop Cruise Facebook group today about the V-necks. The V-necks are surprisingly hard to line up the pattern even a little bit. And I'll be darned if I'm going to have a pattern between, we ran into this problem in Alaska where the girls' shirts, the logo would print smaller than the boys. I would like some consistency amongst the shirts. So the V-necks, I'm still working on it. I actually was working on one this afternoon, but you know, I'm not exactly sure if I can make it work. But I will say this, I did get this to work. If this means, you know, if anybody likes this, tell me your thoughts. That's going on the Coop Cruise. Save to downloads. There we go. This will be easy, Larry, because it's not a huge thing. There we go. All right. So you see that? I was able to make that. What do y'all think of that? It's a girl's loose fit shirt. It's a girl's loose fitting shirt. Is that no bueno? You'd rather have either just a plain t-shirt or a V-neck? I haven't given up on the V-neck. Lindy Lou doesn't like it. Okay, well, there you go.
I know females like the V-neck.
Like
I don't.
And she doesn't like the shirt. Now, let me ask you this, Lindy Lou. Do you not like the shirt in general, the design, or do you not like that shirt, period, or that style of shirt? Jimmy wants to know
if it comes in blue.
Yeah. I like a longer sleeve. Oh, God dang it. Here we go. See, that's the thing. That style is dumpy. Okay, good. Glad to know I won't mess with
To me, that one looks a little bit more like it could be a woman's cover-up.
Yep. Well, okay, so here's the deal.
Which I think some people would like, but I don't know if the idea is for everybody to wear it on embarkation day. You're not going to want to wear a cover-up when you get on the ship. But for whatever reason, I do know that women like that V-cut, and I don't know exactly why.
Well, here's the hack. Reach out to Rhonda Carney privately. The place the brown hits is odd. Okay. Reach out to Rhonda Carney. She has a hack. You can turn your V-neck into, or your t-shirt into a V-neck. I'm going to try one more time tomorrow to make a V-neck work. If it doesn't, then you'll message Rhonda Carney. She's got a hack to turn your shirt into a V-neck. But I'm going to tell you this, and I want you to hear me now. I am not a clothier. I am not a fabric expert, nor, and this is very important, am I a size expert. Please order a size that you feel appropriate when I post it, the link. I will say that the link, the product does have a size chart that tells you what the sizes, are comparable to. But I cannot acquiesce to every request when it comes to these shirts because they are sublimated. Sublimation is a different thing, and I'm not switching it up to something simple to give. We're going to make a scene. We are going to make a statement walking onto that ship in these shirts. Now, this isn't the final product. I'll probably tweak it 5 or 6 more times. No, before I'm done. Larry knows that. Everybody knows. When it comes to graphic design, stop it, Luna. No. When it comes to graphic design, I mull over that stuff for hours and hours. And I can tell you, I've spent at least, and this is not an exaggeration, at least 16 hours.
I bet that's not even enough.
Yeah,
I bet you
even
spent
close. In total, working on this design.
you lay in bed before you sleep and ideas are going through your brain.
No, I have dreams about this stuff, Larry.
I am aware.
But I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong, and I totally understand why somebody might want a V-neck. But again, and I think this is the point, we're gonna wear it on Embarkation Day, and if you're, it's I can't. All I'm saying is I can't make it. I just can't solve everyone's problem with that. Is all I'm saying, and I totally understand why people have asked the requests that they've made of me, right? Like I've gotten people send me messages saying, hey, make sure you have bigger sizes. I'll tell you what, this girl is absolutely insatiable when it comes to making phone calls. I'm not joking. Like she will call until I answer. So I might as well go ahead and answer.
Get it out of the way now.
Heaven's sakes alive, this girl is persistent. Where is she? There she is. Okay. I do want to talk to Caitlin. She's calling me. I had to get it set up, Bird. You got to give me a chance to answer. Hello?
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 Say hi.
Hello?
So, what's up?
Nothing.
You just called in the middle of the live stream to yak it up?
Yeah, because I called you earlier and you didn't answer.
I know, because I was frantically getting ready for the live stream because I had to put together a trampoline. The second trampoline in 3 years for Stella.
You know what they say.
Yeah, jump around. Jump up and get down.
Excuses are like buttholes.
Yeah, well, what's yours?
Mine! I call you back. I call you. You never call me. My name's not Stella.
You didn't answer last night when I called you back. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Oh.
my boss just got home from surgery and we were doing aftercare.
Well, speaking of aftercare, someone's going to have to come give me a massage. I hurt my back carrying all that steel for the trampoline. And quite frankly, I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm heartbroken. I was all excited for you to be here this weekend. And you're not coming.
No, we can't get a knee replacement.
Well, I'll tell you what. What do you think of my shirt, Caitlin?
I can't see your shirt.
Why?
He's wearing it.
What? I am showing it. It's, I thought you were watching the show. Only Garrett is, apparently.
Oh, that's nice. Very 70s, maybe 60s.
Yeah, it's early 70s, late 60s. That's true, but I like the design. But, how's that baby bump doing?
Good. I have Garrett's t-shirt on, and I look like Adam Sandler.
Would you like me to design a maternity shirt?
I'm okay. Thank you.
All right. All right. Well, listen, I love you.
Love you too.
And Bagak. Oh, hey, by the way. Cheers.
Oh, you have yet. I'm glad.
Yep.
Well, are you gonna show him?
I showed him last week. You just don't watch.
No, because I was looking for my chipmunk.
All right. Well, you have your chipmunk right now?
I think he's dead. We smell something dead in the living room and can't find it.
That's disgusting. I love you. Gotta run.
All right, love you. Bye.
Sorry about that. I haven't.
That's all right.
We
When the
haven't
daughter
been able to
calls,
get to anything.
you got to take it.
But no, for real, Larry, with the shirts, I will do my best. So Caitlin,
You always do.
Nursed a chipmunk to health about 3 years ago, and it since has been living with them, and she thinks it might have passed. But
Indoors?
they said they smell something.
Oh,
John never answers us anymore, says Garrett. Well, I mean, you call 7 times a day. But no, I feel bad too, Larry. It's the amount of craziness that's gone on in our life the past couple weeks, especially with the trees falling, and all kinds of other things happening around here. By the time I sit down, it's 11 o'clock at night, Larry.
Right,
for real.
right.
So, yeah.
Well,
Jamie,
the shirt, here's the great thing about the shirt. Once again, it will totally stand out. Everybody that goes on the Coop Cruise that wears one will be recognized as part of our group. Everybody on the ship staff is going to be talking about it. When we went to Alaska, I was one of the last people to board the ship because I had to make a stop at a hotel. But as I got on, we were wearing our red hats. They said, "Oh boy, here comes 2 more of them. We got 2 more red hats coming aboard."
Yeah,
and
that's
then
another thing. We got to make sure. We got to talk about this red hat situation. If you don't have the Coop, I'm telling you, when we go to board that ship, we are going to make a statement in these shirts, and people are going to be jealous. I can guarantee you, no matter who you are on that cruise on embarkation day, people are going to be like, where did you get that shirt?
It happens all the time. I remember when we went on the Prima the first time, it was the 5-day. It was like the first cruise out of the U.S. And Sharon and Jamie had shirts, and we were wearing them. And people kept saying, "Where'd you get that shirt? Where can I buy that? What store has it?" And I'm like, stores on these ships don't have stuff like this. Are you kidding?
Right. Yeah.
They're just so out of it.
Well, all I know is I cannot wait to board the ship. Now, granted, this is not the final product. Much like Larry, Trevor, Arnold, and Jamie, and York. Who am I missing? Larry, Trevor, Arnold. That's it. They'll tell you when it comes to T-shirts and designs, this whole thing could change altogether. If you were even paying attention at all in the Ship Show Facebook group yesterday, I was looking for, I bought a T-shirt in Mackinac Island. That's where we were this weekend, Larry, as you may have known, with the picture of a Bigfoot picture. And so I went into an AI program in Adobe trying to take this Bigfoot picture, but I used it as a reference image to try and make a chicken T-shirt, like in a similar style. And it came up with some good ideas, but then, I squirreled. And before you knew it, I came up with a really cool, that little round circular design for the Coop Cruise. I don't even know what I'm going to do with that. Of course, it'll be a magnet, door magnet, most likely a pin. But
Oh, I like that. When I saw that, that's the first thing I thought of it. It's perfect design for a door magnet.
yeah,
Add the date to it, and
I think
maybe
it's
even the
going to
port.
somehow be incorporated into the back of this shirt. Or
There
on
you
the
go.
sleeves. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But this shirt is by no means finished. But I promise I am not going to put it for sale until I have bought and inspected the finished product. This is just one company. I've designed the same shirt with 3 companies. So I'm going to figure out which one's best so that I know after the great sock debacle of 2023, you can't always trust just one size. So I'm going to reach out to a few of you, lucky winners, maybe a this or that.
Ooh, that's an
No,
idea.
it can't be a this or that. It's got to be someone that's definitely on the King Cruise.
True. Yep. Good point.
No, Tess. Estimated cost is $28, and that's on the high end. That's on the high end, and that is $1 profit or 10%. Wait, yeah, $1 profit. And that's the minimum I can do, because if you don't set it up for profit, they think you're just ordering samples, and that's not exactly what they want. So
that makes sense.
let me tell you, I haven't just designed t-shirts. I haven't revealed the bikinis yet. I've designed bikinis.
I got to tell you, looking at you in that shirt, I've got some ideas.
Larry's all the way up, Wendy. I can't turn him up anymore. That's all I apologize, but Larry is highest volume he's got.
Maybe I'm not turned all the way up. Oh, I don't think I was turned all the way up. Any better? So, how about matching hats of those colors on the shirt?
That's absolutely doable. The problem is
like that aqua color on your shoulders.
Trevor's in for a bikini. Tessa Alman says bikinis for who? Nobody. I just designed it because it was fun. I tried to make a Speedo, but they don't do, you can't, they're saying Larry's mic is too loud.
No, it's too loud.
No, don't touch it, Larry. Don't touch it.
All right, I didn't touch it.
Okay. Maybe I read the thing. How's it going, Party on the Sea? Did I read Wendy's comment better? Did she say turn Larry down? Oh, he needs to be lower. Okay.
Daniel said, yeah, Larry's way up. John is hard to hear. That's a shocker that John's hard to hear.
I don't want to hear it. It's always something. You can't hear me. You can't see me. I hate electronics. Now it's loud.
You're a whiz at this stuff.
I
did turn my volume up, though.
I turned you down. So hopefully that's a little better.
I feel like I'm in the room of the mod squad.
Is that better? In
Hopefully
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tell me if Larry's audio is better. Larry, say something.
I'll try not to talk quite as loud, too. How about that?
No, just talk normal.
All right.
All right. But
hopefully it's better. I don't like being loud.
I can't sublimate hats. Tess, I'm on. The only reason I turn Larry down is Melissa. Ooh.
Yowza.
But yeah, I
hey,
can't do that.
You touched on this. What was it like going back in time to Mackinac Island?
It was lame, dude. I'm just gonna say it now. I'm just gonna say it. How you doing, Doodles McShip Show? Okay, it's hyper crowded. There was some cool stuff there. And the rumors about, listen, okay, lame might be a little extreme, but there was entirely too many people. The logistics getting to and from, especially with your luggage, stellar. They take your luggage and deliver it to your hotel, all good. But it was a little bit overwhelming with all the people. And yes, you can escape all those people, but we were with our in-laws, who aren't really that adventurous. So we kind of kept it simple. We're going to go back and do some bike riding, I suppose. But
yeah.
Whether I get back there or not anytime soon is
And how long did it take you to get there?
On the ferry?
No, just to
it's
drive
a
there.
4-hour drive there, and then you take the ferry, and that's like 20 minutes. I don't
Did you
think
have the
Larry's
fudge?
offended.
Did you try the fudge?
Well, yeah, every place in Mackinac, it's try the fudge. I don't know why anybody would even buy fudge, because you just walk around and try it everywhere. But I don't know. It was fine. I just not, you know. I don't know.
You can say you've been there now, right?
I've been there. I've also been to Kelly's Island. I've also been to Put-in Bay, and you know, it don't beat Aruba. I'll tell you that. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's hard to beat Aruba when it's just that's a cool place.
By the way, Larry, I heard a
Yeah.
rumor this evening.
And fire away.
I'm not gonna say out loud what the rumor is. But it's a cool rumor. I'm surprised that I didn't hear sooner. Oh boy. Hello.
Hi, I forgot to also. During the baby shower, are you going golfing?
I haven't figured that out yet. Hold on. I haven't figured that out yet because there's no golf courses there anymore.
Where?
In Worcester.
Who said it had to be in Worcester? Why don't you go to somewhere in Medina? The shower's in Medina.
All right, well, we'll see. I'll
Well,
talk
the
to you about
shower's
it.
in Spencer, but
York says Aruba can be beaten by Bonaire. Don't tell
Well-
that to Caitlin. She had her honeymoon there.
Well, Doodles, I'm glad to hear that because I've never been to Bonaire and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, guess
And
what?
I think Aruba is amazing. So if it's even better than that, then I'm super stoked.
We'll be the judge
I
of
love
that.
Aruba.
We'll be the judge of that on the Coop Cruise 2025. That's all I'm saying. Here in March, we will be in Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire. ACB, as they say.
Yeah.
But, okay, I'll let you know, Caitlin. I got to work on that.
All right, I'll be back.
Boom, boom.
All right. Will G liked Aruba or liked Bonaire better as well. But, you know, it was fun. We got to hang out. We got to do some family stuff, and
Well, there you go.
I had some really good food. I didn't have one single bad meal while we were there. We did stay at a Super 8 hotel the night before, which
Did they leave the light on?
that's a Motel 6.
At
At Motel or at Super 8, they leave the fridge plugged in.
I can't keep up all these fancy hotels and their logos and their mannerisms. How you were at Super 8?
Well, it was the #1 rated hotel in St. Ignace.
Well, I
Which
thought
I-
typically it's more of like locally owned stuff.
Well, yes, there is an exorbitant amount of Super 8 hotels up in that northern area. I will say that. There were 2 in the town that we were in. There was a Super 8 North and South or something like that, but I digress. It was fine. It was actually on a golf course, and it had a view of the Mighty Mac from our balcony, right?
And the weather was probably great.
It was very good. It was hot. It was cool. It was hot on land, much cooler on the island. I learned a lot of history. I could not see Uranus from our room. That's the second Uranus comment I've seen tonight. But no. But anyway.
I stop in Uranus all the time on my way to Springfield.
Well,
Uranus fudge.
You haven't stopped in my anyway.
Uranus, Missouri.
Super 8, I would think you would like it, says Flamingo Pam. Oh, here's a fun fact, Larry.
All
Super 8 Hotel, the original room rate was $8.88, equivalent to $50.07 in 2021. Hence the numeric brand name. The first Super 8 with 60 rooms opened in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Well, how about that for some information? I like it.
That is, but I'm like, well, what were they thinking when they had to raise the price? Were they gonna change it to Super 9, Super 10?
Well, yeah, now it's Super $75.99.
Which is still reasonable.
Yeah, no, it was fine, but imagine this, Larry. Me, Stella, Kelly, Mimi, and Papa in a hotel room 2 nights in a row, mind you. We stayed at the Super 8 one night, then we stayed at the Inn on Mackinac another.
You mean connecting rooms?
No, same room, 2 beds. Granted.
Do you know what just came into my mind? The scene from Willy Wonka. With all the
yes, quite similar.
Head to toe. They're in bed head to toe.
Quite similar. But the second hotel we stayed in, which was very nice on Mackinac, it was more of like a bed and breakfast on steroids that had a worse breakfast than the Super 8 did. But it was supposed to sleep 5 people, but it had 2 queen beds. So the second night, it was me, Kelly, and Stella in one bed.
Oh,
but you know how it is when you're that close quarters with people like that. Tensions can get high on occasion.
Yeah. Any kind of like bodily noises in the night that anybody complained about in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of snoring happening from a lot of different angles, and I was gassy. I'll say that. I'll admit it.
And
Okay.
you're probably laughing. You got in bed first when you had to share the bed with your wife and daughter and had the covers all pulled down.
Well,
Like,
it could have been
jump on in.
It could have been a double crop dust. But I don't do that to Stella. I'd do it to Kelly, no problem. But not Stella. I mean, come on. Let's just be fair here. But the rumor, I can't tell you what the rumor is, but an announcement was made apparently about a couple attendees. This sounds like a precursor to divorce court.
It's up to that person to come out and make the announcement.
Well, I'm going to reach out to that person, so please don't mention it in the chat. I'm going to delete it. I don't want that. I've got to verify this. And if it is, I'm super excited about it. And I'm sure y'all will be as well. Please, no guesses. That's not what I'm looking for here. And nor is these people. Let's just say that. So let's not make a big deal.
I'm going to check in with Sharon to try to see where our number stands. I haven't checked in with her for a while, but the last time I checked, I want to say it was about 150 people.
It is John Heel, Daniel Fields.
Yeah.
Dang it, you blew it. Now, that being
That's out of the bag.
I did want to do something. Okay, so I was gonna show you this because I was kind of proud of this. I think I have.
I just looked it up. We're at 226 days till embarkation, which is just a little bit over 7 months. So it's getting closer.
Well, I'm starting to get agita, Larry. I mean, I'm not going to lie about it. I'm starting to get agita because there's a lot of stuff to finish up here that we've been working on and planning. And we got to have this meeting. We got to start getting things going because 225 days will go by like a fart in the wind.
Well, here's the way you look at it. You get through the summer. Once you're through the summer, then you start having Halloween, then Thanksgiving, then Christmas. Once Christmas comes, you're talking
right.
No time at all. Then you got New Year's, and then boom, there it is.
Yep.
Like 2 short.
Uh-oh, we lost Larry. What happened?
But no, I've been making notes as we've been talking tonight. I've been making notes of things to follow up on, ideas to put together. So we'll get stuff squared away.
Yeah, there's a lot of planning. Larry,
We
what
wanna
do
do
you
it
think
well.
if someone went on a trip, played 10 rounds of golf on hard courses in Hawaii, and all of a sudden their handicap drops 4 strokes? Okay, to clarify, what would you think if someone that you played with on a regular basis, who might be in the 20s handicap wise, goes to Hawaii and plays all these crazy hard courses, and his handicap drops 4 strokes when no one's there to see it?
Well, the idea of the slope rating is, let's say you play your normal course and you shoot a 90, and then you go to a course that's harder and has a higher slope rating. That 90 should become like a 94, 95. So it that's why there's slope ratings. It should even out. So just because you play a hard course does not mean that your handicap should go down. But I will say this: if you play 10 rounds in a short period of time, you typically will start shooting better scores, regardless of the course, because
That is not the case for me.
well, typically your short game is going to become sharper if you played.
My short game is hot fire right now, Larry.
Well, then your scores should be
No,
coming
when
down.
I say short game, I mean chipping. My putt,
Yeah,
I
around the
putt
green.
70% of the dang holes.
Right. I mean, again, hate to go on about golf, but you watch the British Open this weekend. When professionals miss the green, they will get up and down for par, I would say 75 to 80% of the time. The average golfer gets up and down probably about 25% of the time.
Well, so when I make the green in regulation, I miss par about 70% of the time.
Oh, you don't 3-putt that many times.
Ask York. He's here in the chat. I've been doing it like crazy lately.
Oh, well.
And
then
I've
you need
been
to work on your
practicing my
putting.
putting. I've been doing your thing. Don't 10 in a row or start over.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes you focus. There's no doubt about it. But I don't know. It's just, if you're a 20 handicap and you come back and you're a 16, I mean, that's improvement, but it's way harder to go from a 10 to a 6 than it is a 20 to a 16. It's like a night and day difference. So I haven't played golf in a month.
I get that.
I haven't played golf in over a month because I left 4 weeks ago yesterday, got back 2 weeks ago today, and between being sick and the weather being horrible, I haven't played in over a month.
I cannot believe this, Larry.
I have a tournament Monday. Yesterday, I don't know about other people in the Midwest, but they were calling for rain. Well, it wasn't rain. This was monsoons, and roads were flooding that aren't by creeks or rivers because the sewers had backed up. The rainwater had nowhere to go. And then, I mean, talking people driving down highways and all of a sudden an avalanche of water taking over the road and them getting stuck in the water. Not too far from where I live. Yesterday was horrible weather.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. And then I heard it just kind of kept going east. So if you lived through Illinois, Indiana, I guarantee you got hit with it too. But I mean, it just was pouring for about 3 hours. Just absolute pouring.
What if the person already played every day before the trip? Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you think it's possible that when someone is golfing out of the country, in the country, but thousands and thousands of miles away from the people that he normally golfs with, and all of a sudden starts posting high 80s scores on some of the hardest courses around, do you think maybe that should be looked into, or do you think that's pretty legit?
Everybody's got a friend like that. I have a friend that
Larry,
he'll shoot 100 and he'll say, last week I played with this buddy of a guy I work with in San Antonio on a really hard course and I shot 81. It's like he always has these great rounds in Texas when nobody from St. Louis is there. But I don't know. To me, people don't believe me when I say
Lindy
this,
Lou has been giving me a hard time lately. I gotta say it. I'm just gonna put it out there. She is holding my feet to the fire. I think I should probably compliment her on that. I know Jamie Wilhite is having surgery.
Oh no.
And hopefully the recovery is quick. But I think she's talking to Jamie saying, don't make John's vest. I'll tell you what, Lindy Lou, I won't make your shirt.
Jamie, I hope it's nothing serious, and I'll be thinking about you, and I hope all the best for you.
Kevin Brubaker says it's lagging. I don't know.
It's what?
The live stream is lagging, I think, is what he's saying.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I think that's what he's trying to tell me.
Gotcha. Well, I've got all kinds of ideas for the Coop Cruise, and we're going to put those out and put it out for us to decide. And again, people that are going on it, if you've got ideas, if you've got places that you've liked in the ABC Islands, you can throw that out there in our Facebook group. And
yeah, just don't start creating events.
No, we have so many people that there's going to be people that are going in different tangents when we get to places, and that's what makes cruising great. You've got options. You can go your own way. You can meet back up.
Wasn't that a Fleetwood Mac song, Larry?
What? You can go your own way. Yeah, I just heard it. Rumors. Yes.
And by the way, Rumors, that show is coming here locally. Lindy Lou,
what?
You've gotten vicious with me lately. I won't stand for it. I'm going to spank you when we get on the Coop Cruise.
Oh, no.
No.
Might have to have a camera ready for that one.
The Rumor Show is playing here in Intergarden. What's it called, York? Ackerbakken? Interlaken.
It's a great show. I've only been on one Norwegian ship, 2 cruises, but the same ship. And I do know it's on other ships, but on the Prima, it's a small venue. I mean, it's a really small venue. And you have to get in line at least an hour before the show if you even have a remote chance of getting a seat. There's just not that many seats.
Yeah, and even then, you're screwed, honestly.
It was I can't remember where we were the night of the show, and we had a plan, and all of a sudden we got back to the room, and all of a sudden I get a text from Matthew, and Matthew's like, "Is there any way you can meet blah blah blah, my dad's this or that?" And I looked at my phone and I was like, "Oh geez, it's 5:50. The show's at 9:30. He wants to get in line now." And then all of a sudden they responded back and said, "No, there's a 7 and a 9:30. We're in line for the 7." So I mean,
yep.
I quickly showered, got dressed, whizzed down there. They had just walked in, and I walked in. Every seat was taken, but they had like these big, heavy-duty tables by the sofas, and I scooted one over by them, and Melissa and I sat on top of that. So we had a great seat. And that would be my tip. The 7 o'clock was crowded, but it wasn't packed. And 9:30, they'll stop letting people in.
Oh yeah, I don't even waste my time even trying on the ship. It's pointless, honestly. Like I'm not gonna. My cruise experience is only. Oh yeah. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Oh yeah. Please use a keyframe. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough. Oh, interesting. It says we have a poor stream quality, Larry. It says we have a poor.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Oh no. So my tip for other people, or for people that go on those, is So many think that that's the only show that goes on there. They have live music in there every night. So many think that that's the only show that goes on there. They have live music.
Yeah, they do. And oh wow. So people are getting feedback.
Yeah, they do.
Reverb. What? Yeah, that was for a split second. These comments are a little bit lagged. They're not hearing. There's no way they're hearing. They're not reverb at this point. There's no way.
Hopefully not.
There's no way.
So we went in there. It's actually a really cool venue and it's a cool bar. It's just when they have a big event, it just can't hold very many people. And they said, I heard all these different reasons. I don't even remember why they don't move it to a bigger theater because there are ones on the ship, but it's definitely a great show. It's really good. That's Melissa's favorite band. It's Sharon's favorite band. So I was really happy that I got down there in time to we just sat. It was fine. We sat on this really heavy, like coffee table right up against a post. So it was like sitting in a chair. It was great.
A bunch of people tuned out because we were echoing.
Oh no. Sorry about that.
It was my fault. My Bluetooth was on in case Caitlin called and it was picking up the live stream. And when I went to the live stream to see if we were lagging, it was picking up what was coming up on my phone. So, whatever. All right, enough, Luna. Enough. Go lay down. You're out of control. Come say hi to the people. There you go. Say hi. Okay. Now go lay down. At least it doesn't look like I'm rubbing your butt now, Larry.
All right, we got that going for us.
Yes. Beware the coffee tables. Just ask Rhonda Carney.
Well, this one, I tested it because I was like, I'm way, way larger of a person than Rhonda Carney. And I saw this thing, and I mean, this thing was built for somebody to sit on. I pulled it over.
Like me, Larry. Oh,
Jamie's
sorry.
like, you'll be fine. And then a worker came over and said, as long as you keep it here, you're fine. Just don't block the walkway because the performers, they like to roam the crowd while they're performing. So it was great. And then we left. I think I went to the bar and I looked and I said, this place is not as packed as that late show. And that's when I talked to Jamie about it. And he's like, look, you didn't have to be back on board till like 5:30. People get back on board. They go shower. They change. They're going to eat. So the 7 o'clock is not that busy.
Crazy Cat Traveler says, honestly, I don't know any Fleetwood Mac songs.
Oh, come on.
Landslide. I took my home and I took it down. Down the mountain and I turn around and I see my reflection in the snow-covered hills and the landslide bogs us down. Didn't they sing, you can go your own way, go your own way?
So on the Prima, it was actually more of a show this time. So they played an entire album from the first song to the last song.
No, it's the Rumors album. That's the whole spiel of the show. They play the Rumors album.
But as they go through it, they tell the stories about each of the songs.
Yes.
Who wrote it, why they wrote it, what was going on. It was actually very interesting. All the dialogue talking about the making of each of the songs. It was really cool.
Well, Doodle says, could be argued they're the greatest rock band ever. And I can get behind that statement. However, someone help me in the comments. What was the Netflix show that was loosely based on Fleetwood Mac? Because that show was amazing. Lucy and the Rockers, something. I don't know what it was called, but that show, basically, even though it didn't acknowledge that it was Fleetwood Mac, it basically was, they had some issues, Larry. They didn't like each other a lot. There were issues.
Oh, they were telling the stories that
Daisy Jones and the Six.
One was having an affair with the head lighting guy, and it's like, oh jeez, it it was interesting. That's the best way I could put it. But I like the storytelling about everything. And then when they would say what was going on in that person's mind, and then you listen to the lyrics of the song.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, now I see where this is coming from. She was pissed at him. He was pissed at her. It's like, now it all makes sense.
Yep.
Right.
And they actually loved each other, but they loved each other so much it didn't work, Larry. It's tragic. It's tragic, much like you and I. Anyway, I think it's extremely important sometime this week that you go golfing, Larry.
Well, I probably will. Like today came around, it's like it's gonna be a soupy mess, but I might just go out and actually just start practicing a little bit and just get back in the group. But I literally have not played in over 4 weeks. Over 4 weeks. And I gotta tell you, I'll trade my European cruise for golfing anytime. But on that note, I did look up Princess Cruise that goes out of Southampton again, but it's really heavy with stops in Scotland. It's like, can you really go to Scotland and not play golf?
No, I mean, it's so apropos. Apropos. I spelled it that way before the show too. With the Open going this week.
Yes.
Last week the Scottish Open, a Scotsman won it.
Yes, we saw him. We saw him in Louisville.
Yep.
So I will say this: Melissa likes to golf. She's not avid or diehard golfer like I am. But when we were, I don't know if it was a C day. We only had 2 C days, or it might have been. I think it was actually before we left, and she was going over each of the days, and I was just like, we do have some days on purpose that we're going to do on our own. But then there's a couple that it's just hard to get a shore excursion every single day when you're over there because they are really expensive. So she came back to me and she said, you will not believe this, but Iceland is huge in the golf. She's like, how cool would it be to say we golfed in Iceland? And I was like, she was all for it. I mean, she was definitely all for doing it. Unfortunately, the one day that we could have done it, all they had was like a 9-hole course. It was like 10 miles away. There were tons of courses around the capital. And I was like, I did not know Iceland was that. Because here's the positive. I forgot to say this to everybody last week. The hardest thing about this cruise was sleeping.
Because of the time change?
Because it got the sunset at 11:30 at night, and it would rise about 1 o'clock in the morning. It would only be dark for about 2 hours. That's it.
That's all I need, Larry. I got too much yard work to do. I need that in my life.
So that's what she said. She's like, you could get off work at 5 o'clock. You could go home, have dinner. You could go to the golf course at 7 o'clock at night and easily play 18 holes of golf.
What's up, Eric B? Travel Adventures with Eric B in the place. Check out Travel Adventures with Eric B. Hey, question.
Yes.
York wants to know who's your favorite for the Open. And you're frozen right now, Larry.
I'm frozen. Oh, no.
Your video's frozen, but we can still hear you.
That's a tough one, but it's hard to bet against my man Bryson right now.
Okay, he's a 60-1 odds favorite. Scotty Scheffler is the favorite to win.
Well, he's the number 1 ranked golfer in the country or in the world, but I understand that, and I'm not saying he doesn't have a chance, but I just think Bryson has got so much confidence. He just, I mean, I'm not saying Scheffler doesn't, but the thing that sets these guys apart is they could care less about coming in second place.
Right.
It's just like Tiger Woods. They want to win.
Mm.
Did you see the controversy with Tiger Woods? You saw that
interview where the guy said, "Don't you think it's time to retire?"
Colin Montgomery, the most overrated golfer in the history of mankind, who has never won a major tournament, is saying that Tiger shouldn't be playing. And Tiger's response was, because I have won the British Open in the past.
And you haven't.
And I am exempt till 60. You haven't. So I have the luxury of being able to decide if I want to play or not. You don't.
Yes.
I thought that was a great comeback.
Oh, Travel Adventures with Eric B. Since we're talking golf, can Tiger Woods win another major before he quits? Now, here's my thought on this, Larry. Much like, you've heard the expression locker room material, like in the playoffs of football and stuff. Somebody makes a comment and they fire up somebody. If there was ever a time, now I don't think Tiger's gonna win this week. Now, I'm not saying he won't win another major because you cannot rule him out. I would like to place a bet in Vegas to see, like right now, I would put $100 down. What is his son's name? Charlie?
Yeah.
I'm going to place a bet in Vegas. Charlie wins a major before Tiger. But they both have to win one. But Charlie's going to win one before Tiger. But anyway, I digress. That guy making those statements to Tiger, that's got him. That's like telling Michael Jordan, he's a scrub. Whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So to answer that question, in my opinion, when you get older, and I mainly mean above 50, your best chance to win a major is either A, the British Open, or B, the Masters. I just don't see somebody over 50 winning the U.S. Open and not so much the PGA. But the British, Tom Watson was 1 6-foot putt away from winning the British Open at 59 years old.
Well,
Phil Mickelson won it. He was not that long. He was like 52.
Tiger won the Masters, though, a couple years ago.
Yes, correct. Well, actually, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. But no, I'm saying it's the Masters.
Has it been
or the
4
British
years?
Open. Yeah. It was pre-COVID.
The Browns out here catching strays. I don't know what I missed there. Oh, John and Diamond, speaking of which, they the campus, they said that they really like Fleetwood Mac, but they didn't like the band. Stop it! Don't attack me. They didn't like the band on the ship.
Okay, but they can attest to this. So one night, I don't remember where we were coming from, and we went to this one bar that's kind of like an atrium. This ship, the one weird thing about the Norwegian Prima is their atrium. It's just not a typical ship atrium. It's just, but there's this bar. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Palomar. No, that was the restaurant. I can't remember.
Wasn't Palomar a band in the 80s?
But Palomar is a fancy restaurant, seafood place on board. But we're walking to this bar, and this band is playing. And it's, I think, like 4 people. And they were beyond great. I mean, they had this area rocking. I mean, they were fabulous. We were there about 20 minutes. Melissa was tired. Melissa was really tired. And she's like, I'm just going to go to bed. Well, I waited with the campus for the band to come back from break. And I got out on the dance floor, and I think I started the dance floor going, these people were amazing. They were awesome. They were definitely, I thought, better than the Fleetwood Mac band. They were, I can't remember who they were, but they played during the week, and they were great. I mean, it was a lot of fun. And they were just, like I said, it was kind of like this bar around the atrium, down a floor or two from the bourbon bar.
That was Guns N' Rojas.
They were great. They were really good. I mean, I was really, really getting into it.
Rhonda Carney says, hi, my name is Gabby. Hello, Gabby. Somebody must have got a hold of Rhonda's phone. Ship Show, yeah, the Rumor Singers just did not do it justice. Yes, that live band was great. They got people moving. It was a vibe. I get that. My birthday was Friday, so if anyone is feeling generous, I wear a size 7-day cruise at least. Okay. Rhonda says that was my granddaughter. Well played, granddaughter. I like it.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Hi, Gabby. I'm the Rooster. And this guy over here to my right is Larry, otherwise known as Coach Larry.
There you
go. Stanley Cup winner. The only person to score a hat trick in 2 different hockey games at the same time. A lot of people don't know that. That's Larry. Well done.
I guess so. I guess so.
Larry, I found something a minute ago, and I was curious. Like I was looking at stuff. I feel like it's kind of a free-flowing show tonight. What is this? Nope, that's a backpack. Hold on. There was something I saw. What is this? Nope, it's not that. I think it's this. It's this.
All right. Carnival, message to you besides the luggage bands. Bring back the reggae bands. I can't
That's
see
not
just...
it either. Where did it go? Maybe it's this.
What the hell's on my bed?
Nope, that's not it. It's this.
What
Larry.
you want there, Arnold? But I don't know
In
why.
a holding pattern.
Okay, here we are, Romania, 2024. I see the bomb. I see McGockler. I see coming. Where's the Rooster? Oh, yeah. He's unpacking, ironing, and hanging up his clothes. Yes. Missing sail away. It's been great so far. It's kind of windy. Totally.
Larry, you do such a good job with that stuff. I just got to say that. Well done.
With what?
You know, giving the updates.
Oh, okay.
Oh, speaking of updates. Holy moly, where'd that come from? Oh, there you go. Look at that. I'm just going through stuff, you know.
I hear you. But see how those hats match those shirts perfectly?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's why I'm looking at your shirt again. It's like either that rust color or that teal color and get a matching hat out of the deal.
What is this? Oh, I like this video.
Yeah.
Swear they never really understand me. I need a comment like I need a granny. She likes to flow with her designer panties. Yeah, we eating plenty. Check the pantry from the sound waves to the rebel lines. From the tattered bridges to expensive dishes. Now we eating ends with these new beginnings. Yet to sign a major for the bankroll. But thank the Lord that it dies at penitentiary. Night sky, but my inside is empty. Mighty flashy with a bird's eye. Scribble gems to get my pockets lined till I get authorized. Switch my heart is icy. Walking past the bouncer like I knew somebody. Cool like telling cloudy or the poison ivy. But from like a stroller with a cosign me. I don't even like me. No, I'm staring in the mirror indifferent. Who is this nigga? Me the realest to shy, but timid. The riddles were fingers, they simple minded. Find a road on top, I'm taking it. From the ground, I'll be paving it. Elbows for when I'm ventilating. Too much on my plate, then they take a shit. Yeah, new sounds, I make a facelift. I'm in a new town, I make the wave split. New talent, we accruing down. That's why I run the game until my shoe is calloused on a loose gravel. Keep the flame lit. I relay the message, nobody better. I'm bringing them careless, I want it forever, but I want whatever. Cause these days, I've been doing things my way.
Pirates and Gear Runners 2020
Yeah.
Can't hide away, leave me feel so
Such good friends with people. They live so damn far away that you can't see them again until it's a great feeling. But I try to scratch it with people all the time. How you meet friends, different ages, different backgrounds, different everything. Just good times.
Oh, geez, why can't... Oh, God, it's playing again. Larry.
Yeah.
Help me. I don't know how to use my computer.
Wave. Yeah. I swear they never really understand it. I need a comment like I need a granny. She likes to
Tess says she's not going to match because of the red hat and the shirt and all this stuff. It's not about matching. It's not about matching. It's about standing out. If you match, you don't stand out. I would love if Tommy joined the group cruise, Kevin.
Isn't he on the Vista right now?
Is it the Vista?
I think he's on the Vista.
Tess
I watched
Alman
one of his
says...
Watch the vlog.
Wait, what is she talking about? I didn't misunderstand anything. I saw what you said. It made sense. What's Tess talking about? Oh, wait, yeah, what's Tess saying? You misunderstand. Oh, about her matching. Okay, well, you know, I misunderstand a lot of things. There's 100 of comments coming left and right. It's hard sometimes. Sometimes I blow it. But I forgot, Larry, there's one thing I didn't do tonight, and I feel it's important that I do it. Lindy Lou! I can't wait to see you on the Coop Cruise with this shirt on. It may not be a V-neck, but it'll still be sexy as hell. Oh, yeah. Lindy Lou. Gotta do it every week or I'll jinx myself. Lindy Lou.
I gotta tell you, I
girl.
think that shirt can be turned into a V-neck with a pair of scissors in 30 seconds.
No, that's what I'm saying. Rhonda Carney has like a legit hack. Now, I ask this. If you do decide to make your shirt, if I can't get the V-necks made, if you do decide to make a V-neck using any sort of hack, please do not cut into my logo. Just don't disrespect me like that. Don't cut so deep to show cleavage that you would cut into
the
my
logo.
design.
You're going to have to take off about 8 inches to get to the logo.
Well, that's what she said. But the bikini I made has the ship show. Anyway, but all I say, don't cut into my logo. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
All right. That's not asking too much.
If you do, you will be forced to wear the Chisels Speedo on all 3 sea days. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's asking a lot.
Yeah.
That is asking a lot.
Yes.
That is asking
Jamie
a whole lot.
Wilhite is going to be my cutter. She quits. She has quilts. She has experience.
Yeah, I could see her setting up shop right off like the night before. I'll be at the Holiday Inn across the street from the port and bring your shirts and I'll adjust them for you.
Jose Lara says, in regard to the V-necks, 8 inches is unrealistic. 3 inches is more than enough. And I agree. 3 inches will get you down into the green area. And that's all you need. I mean, how much cleavage do you need? I mean, for crying out loud, if you're going to do that, might as well just go topless.
Whoa. Now you'll stand out.
Trevor says he needs coverage for his third nipple. I got you covered, Trevor. I've got a special pin. We'll pierce your nipple, but I'll have a pin that's bigger than the nipple, and we'll just shove that through there. But Larry, I have to go to Grand Rapids tomorrow. I got a crown today, but it's a temporary. Crown. Because the permanent crown's made in a lab, but I have to go to Grand Rapids for the lab to scan my teeth to get a perfect match of the crown tomorrow.
So it's that temporary. Don't be chewing gum and don't be eating nuts and don't eat any taffy.
So my dentist, who is actually my neighbor and we golf together quite often. We're golfing Saturday. He's like, listen, man, don't eat any beef jerky with those teeth.
Yeah.
And I don't plan to. But I'm excited. There's a lot of things happening
I've had the
there's
temporary.
no way to say this. I have dental things coming up. I almost said there's a lot of things happening in my mouth. Then I almost said there's a lot of things happening orally. I have some dental stuff coming up that I'm excited about. And today was one of them because I had some calcification in here that had turned like a brown color. It's hereditary. He got rid of that today. Oh, wow. Lindy Lou lost 90 pounds. Good for you, girl.
What?
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Very, very nice.
Jamie Wilhite, just be sure they are less than 4 inches. As much as that sucks. Airline rule. Okay? Okay. Wendy Johnstone says, I thought you were looking majestic. But thank you. I am majestic. So is Larry, quite frankly. And I love that shirt, Larry.
Thank you.
I'm not going to lie. I like that shirt. I like it a lot.
All right.
Well, listen. What I'm trying to say is,
you got to wrap things up here and cover the bases.
Yeah, and I've done so much talking tonight. It's time for the Larry update. How's it going in your world? What's new? What's the next cruise? Where are you going? Tell me.
Okay, I go on the Carnival Magic. I've never been on that ship before. It leaves in 52 days.
York's been on the Magic.
This was one of those things. I talked to Sharon about it when we were on the Prima. Literally, I'm going to say 2 years ago, I got this email basically saying you could choose any of these cruises for $100 a person. And they were out of ways. And so I was looking at what I had booked and I'm like, I've got nothing for September, but it was just a deal I couldn't pass up. And even though we've cruised a lot, it's just, and I brought up to Sharon.
Didn't like the Magic. Huh.
Well, Sharon just said, when you had to make final payment, I was like, nobody's getting deals like that anymore. And she just said that the Breeze is her favorite. It's a sister ship. So again, I say this all the time.
Stop.
I never go on a bad cruise. I actually am kind of excited about something that I have coming up in a distance because it's completely different than what I've been going on. But it goes out of this one. The Magic goes out of Miami, which I think is amazing to go out of. And believe it or not, it stops. The first stop is San Juan, and then it stops at Amber Cove. I've never been there. And then it stops at Grand Turk, and I've never been there. So even though it's a place that Carnival cruises to all the time, 2 of those places I've never been to. And I think this is just absolutely more of a relaxation, just go to the beach, hang out there type of cruise. And it's got tons of sea days. Three ports, 4 sea days. So
Larry, Party on the Sea says we're cruising together next cruise. My birthday cruise is Magic on September 8th.
That's where I'm at.
Well, you'll have you met Party on the Sea? He was in Louisiana.
I could have. I just got to be honest. It's difficult for me until I've been around people a few times for it to like totally lock into this noodle of mine. So if we have, I don't remember, and I apologize if we have, but 7 days together.
Because we yeah. So Jose Lara, I love how cruise prices are more transparent now. That's a good point. We talked about Bromania recently, the boys. We might be doing Celebrity. The prices have gone up, but that's something we need to talk about behind the scenes. I'll talk to you about that here shortly, Larry.
Yeah, okay.
But you probably already know.
So I have that cruise coming up. This is my July is a month that I have absolutely positively zero hockey. I have the whole month off. So it is just kind of been a nice, relaxing month. I just, every time I go on a cruise, I feel like I come back with cruise crud and it lingers with me. So I'm just kind of like laying low and taking it easy. Hockey starts up first week of August, and once it starts, it's go, go, go. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, all good. Can't complain.
How's Melissa? How's the family?
She's doing great. She's on a bunch of ladies from her real estate office went on a float trip today, and they rented a cabin to spend the night. So they're having a great time, and she's been busy. She's been really, really busy with work, which is a great thing.
Crazy Cat Traveler is doing Celebrity out of Australia a month before the Coop Cruise. Nice.
Wow, that sounds really good. So in my investigating of cruises, because I look at them all the time, I would have to say this, even though I've never been on one, that some of the cruise lines are definitely way more affordable than others. Best way I could put it.
I can tell you this. There are certain celebrity cruises for the same itinerary on newer ships than Royal that are cheaper with a balcony. But, you know, just look. Call, email sharon@c@gmail.com. Go do your due diligence, right? Go look up some cruises. Find yourself a cruise and say, hey, Sharon, I hear you're America's travel agent. Could you please book me on this one? And you might find, not only do you find that great rate, but you might get better onboard credit and a few other things. I'm not promising that. I'm just saying. Crazy Lakes Travel. There is so much scam stuff happening everywhere. I have a good friend that got beat for $14K. Yeah, I know. Kevin Brubaker says, I don't need no roller coasters or water slides on my cruise ship, dang it. Stay off my Lido, says Kevin. Stay off my Lido.
Well, again, I mean, I think that...
Scott McNeil, I'm sorry. I meant to say hi to you earlier. I got sidetracked. Same with Flamingo Pam as well. Thank you for moderating this evening.
Thank you, guys. The
I don't know
cruise
if
ship
anybody
just,
was
it
untoward.
seems like they just went out of their way to try to outdo each other with new things, which is great and all that. But again, when you're on the Prima, because it was so port heavy, it wasn't that big a deal. But so much of the ship is designated to that racetrack, which is 3 floors, and the Haven. So if you're not in the Haven room and you don't do the racetrack, it really takes away. Now, again, because it was a European cruise and it wasn't the ideal weather to hang outside, especially at pools, it wasn't a big deal. But if that cruise, like if it went out of Fort Lauderdale or Miami,
good night, Garrett. Love you, buddy. Hey,
it
apparently
wouldn't be
we're
my
golfing
choice.
soon.
Wouldn't be my choice, but to each their own. I'll try to take part in all the different things that they come up with, but I agree. You go down a couple of the water slides, and I mean, I think they're geared more towards the younger people. I do it once or twice, and it's like I'm getting dizzy and I can't do it again.
Well,
so they're kind of cool, but it's like I'd rather have the big open Lido decks with bigger pools and more activities. And
yeah,
that's just me.
Crazy Cat Traveler says her Australia cruise is only $2K for 11 nights.
That's a bargain.
How is Icon 5 times more to go to Cozumel? Exactly. Bigger is
well,
better,
I'll just tell
says
you,
Rhonda Carney. Oh, okay.
The Icon and the Star are still, they're not as bad, but they're still really expensive. Really expensive.
Rhonda Carney out here throwing double entendre. Bigger is better. I don't agree with that necessarily.
The
as
Icon
long as
was
the ship
amazing.
has ample girth, I'm fine with it. I don't need Oasis class. I don't need whatever the freaking Euphoria Icon, the orgasm. Oh, sorry, different ship. Speaking of that ship, though, I hear Arnold and Dana are on a Margaritaville cruise right now. That's what I've heard.
No.
Isn't it the it's not the Climax of the Seas?
The Epic.
Oh, Epic. See, I get those words screwed up sometimes.
Norwegian
Okay.
Epic.
Okay, sorry.
It's the ship that's got the weird front to it. It's kind of got like a box It's real boxy across the front of the ship.
Okay.
Just It's just different. It's unique, but it's been around a while. I'm sure it's been refurbished. I just saw and heard the horror stories about their luggage.
Mm-hmm.
That is so. For people that don't know, supposedly there was a truck driving not just theirs, but all kinds of other people's luggage to the ship, and it got in a serious automobile accident, and like luggage was destroyed.
Yeah.
And they were like, on whatever day, they're like, they don't think, when they said, we don't think we're getting our luggage.
They did, though.
They did finally get it?
Yeah. So, Kevin Brubaker says our 12-day cruise on Venezia out of New York was $1K, and our 2 days at Disney is $870, and we're not even staying on site. That's my point. It's Disney sucks. I'll say it again. Disney sucks. One more time.
Well,
we're taking all the money out of your wallet.
How do you like standing in their long lines in the heat for an hour?
Yeah.
You like that?
We're going to take all your money and make you stand in line. You'll be at the Super 8 and you'll still spend $4,000. If we find out you're not staying on site, we're going to charge you more. You can't ride any of the rides because there's 7-hour waiting lines. Disney sucks.
I don't agree with you.
Sorry.
But I haven't been there in an incredibly long time. But
we overcharge, yeah. Well, let me see if I can time that. Ready? We overcharge, yeah.
Well, how about their cruises?
We will bankrupt you. What's your ATM pin? We'll set it up so we can take every cent out of your bank account. All right, enough. I'm not a Disney fan. Sorry.
Well,
I mean, I get that people are like the stuff that's going on at Disney, and I also get the fact that if you're a resident, there's some affordable things that you can do in Disney. But the distance in price on family vacations between Disney and a cruise is outrageous. And the amount of fun I have between Disney and a cruise goes the other way. Why would I spend my money on Disney for the exorbitant amount that we have to spend to have reasonable accommodation and see the things we want to see when we could just go to different awesome islands in the Caribbean? I don't know. That's where I'm at right now. You'll never find me wearing a freaking pair of ears, right? I might buy a Disney pin of R2-D2, but that's about it. Ain't nobody got no time for that. It's $7,000 just for parking.
Yeah.
Please take out a loan. We offer financing. Sorry.
Well, some of these cruise ships are getting to be that way too. So again, you just gotta do your homework, pick and choose, be flexible. But there are still some fairly decent deals out there. But I haven't, since this one coming up on the Magic, I have not gotten a casino deal like this one again. And again, I am not a big gambler. I do gamble, but nothing. I mean, usually maybe 30, 45 minutes here and there during a cruise.
Stop.
But yeah, this was a great one on the Magic. So I'm looking forward to it.
Do you believe in magic, Larry?
I will. I'll let you know. But I'm liking this one. It's a little bit smaller. It's a little bit of a smaller ship again. And so, I mean, it's not small, but compared to the Icon and ones like that I've been on, it is. So
well,
I'm looking for a change of pace. And I'm looking for 2 ports I haven't been to.
Oh yeah, I haven't been to those either. But let me circle back real quick. I know we had a discussion earlier about handicaps dropping.
Yep.
I have to say, Larry, I'm very I know I've said this before, but since late April, there hasn't been a single day. No, I shouldn't say that. Since late April until today, I can count on less than one hand the days that I did not go to the range to practice. It's mostly for my mental health because that's my like decompression space.
Yeah.
But over the course of like the last 2 or 3 weeks, some things have been happening on the range that have started to make their way to the course. Not my putting. And that's what's been killing me. But I did want to mention that my low handicap was a 12. Like a 12-9, I think, right? I started off the season at 14. My handicap has gone up to almost 17 in the last 2 weeks because I have shot like crap. I've had great drives, great second shots, and then I screw up the putts. But I digress. What I'm telling you is, stay tuned for when you come up this fall. Stay tuned.
Okay.
I'm going to, my handicap is going to drop. I'm going to call my shot right now. By August, my handicap will be back to 13.
Oh, that's right around the corner.
I'm telling you.
Right
mark my words, my next round.
It's eliminate your 3 putts.
Right. My next round will be low 80s. Regardless of course. I'm going to call my shot. Tess says her handicap is 18. That's impressive. Well, you had the same handicap. Now you have the same handicap as Boonta. All right, enough. I'm just giving him a hard time. His handicap, every time he goes to Hawaii, he comes back and he's buying new golf clubs and he's like, I figured it out. That's the same as me when I go to the range and I come home. I'm like, I figured it out. I found the key to success in 2 hours at the driving range. But my point is, Larry, if you're going to be good at something, you might as well practice. And I'll bet I hit 400 to 500 balls a day.
Wow.
And it's not so much, Trevor says his handicap is 69. That's a good one. It's not so much like the amount of time I spend at the range isn't so much like to improve my game, but there is the stress of my day in the office completely melts away from me when I'm on that driving range, even if I'm shooting bad, right?
Everybody has their happy place. I'm a big believer in that.
Jose Lara says, my handicap is me. Come on. Hold on. That was
You're looking for the button.
Awesome comment.
Super awesome comment. There, I got it out of the way.
Yep. I don't know if that played right, but who doesn't like hitting balls, says Trevor. Jamie Wilhite says, John, is that putt-putt golf? No. I know the lower the better. Well, Larry's a +1.
Well, I got to +3 last year.
+1 means you shoot in the negatives.
But I was playing 5-6 times a week. This year I knew it. I was like, this is my year of cruising, and I don't regret it in the least bit. I just can't go on enough about what it's like to go to Europe for the first time, especially London. London is just absolutely such a unbelievable place. I could go on and on and on about all the cool things there, and I want to go back, and I want to see less things, but spend more time at the things that interest me the most.
Right. Yeah, I get that. And I've seen that too. Like there's been times when I've been to a port, right? And I'm like, oh, this would be a good place to come spend a vacation. You know what I mean? So I know what you're saying.
Yes.
Jose Lara or Crazy Lake Travel says, my handicap is the beer cart and the shooters the golf cart mate forces on me. Wait, you guys have golf cart mates?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a golf cart guy. But fun fact, Larry, I saw a meme the other day. I can't verify if it's true or not. But it said when Frank Sinatra, who was his best buddy?
Sammy Davis Jr.
No. Why am I drawing a blank right now?
Well, I'm sure you're talking about the Rat Pack.
Yeah. Why am I drawing a blank? Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. When they would go golfing in Vegas, they would not golf in Vegas unless there were cocktails.
Yeah.
Right? And whenever they would be in town and they wanted to golf, that course there, what was it, at the dunes, would bring out a special golf cart with a trailer on the back of it with cocktails on it. And it said, we as American or as golf lovers have Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra to thank for the cart girls that we know now today. They started it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's true or not.
That sounds logical.
It
Believe it or
wasn't
not,
Wayne Newton.
I will drink beer on the golf course once every 50 rounds, maybe.
Well, you will drink beer on the golf course once in every one round when you're golfing with me, Larry.
Yes, I am well aware of that. But when I'm at home, hardly ever. Just most of the time we're playing during the day.
So much history everywhere, says Will G. I know Larry was truly touched by London. I know that for a fact. I talked to him privately about it. And I've always wanted to go myself. True story. Kelly's talking about booking the next SAST European cruise. And I'm gonna leverage that. I'm gonna say, okay, we can go on the SAST European cruise. Let's make it a collab. John, Larry, Sharon, and Jamie. Group cruise. The Ship Show SAST. We haven't done one in 2 years, for crying out loud. It's time. We're due. We're due.
We are.
We're due.
We are.
Freeze your subcockles off in Iceland cruise.
So, I can picture it now. If that happens and the port is Italy, you're gonna design some kind of European outfit like Chevy Chase for a European vacation.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally am. That's it. I'm calling my shot right now. Sharon at Sea Ship Show group
My hat
cruise.
with a big feather. Oh my!
It's been okay, Tess. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we did an Alaska cruise in 2023.
That was a year ago, and she's talking.
It's been 2 years in my mind. Because you know why I say that? Because if we were to plan it now, when it actually happens, it would be.
It's gonna be 3.
Yeah, it'll be 3.
She's talking summer of 26.
We've always had a Sharon at Sea Ship Show group cruise in the chamber. We don't now. Somebody sound the alarm. We need, what are we waiting 4 years till the next Lido Olympics? Is that what we're doing? Because if that's the case, if we're going to Europe and we're going to Iceland, we might as well do the Winter Lido Olympics, where we do like the bobsled shot event. All I'm saying is,
Well, she's talking the cruise. One of the stops would be Athens.
good night, Will G.
How about that? How about that for Olympics when you're in Athens?
Yes. Let me think here. Gladdy cluckers, the chicky cluckers, gladdy bagakers. I'm trying to think. You know what I'm
Wheels
saying?
are the wheels are already in motion.
Yes.
In a week,
The
he's going to have
shrinkage
he's
cruise.
going to have a
Well played.
logo coming out.
Yeah. European bagation? No, that's too self-serving. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but I will say this: the biggest fear that I had was just going to Europe alone, without having ever done it before, and so being in the group, being on the same flight, and that it definitely put me at ease. Once Melissa and I did it, we're like, this is no big deal. This is just no big deal. It's just
Larry,
not.
I meant to ask you this last week when we were talking about that. I know one of the things you were looking forward to was all those windmills and stuff. Like, was that everything you thought it would be, or a little overrated?
No. So the most disappointing thing to me was Amsterdam. There were parts of Amsterdam that were fabulous, that were really, really cool. But the day before, you're in Bruges, Belgium.
Crazy
I
Cat
had never
Traveler
even
says he's
heard of it before, but it was such a cool city and so clean and so much history. And then you get to Amsterdam, and it was underwhelming. But
I heard that that's where they filmed the Disney movie Mulan, in Bruges.
I would go back there in a second. Everybody on our ship, a lot of them were saying that was their favorite stop. But when you're in Amsterdam, you have to walk about a half a mile to the train station, and then you take an actual train to the city where the windmills are. When you get off, you have to walk again about a half a mile, and then you get there, and it's just pure countryside. And there's probably still about 15. When you're there reading about it, back in the day, there were like 400 windmills. Now, the only thing that would have made it better is if we were there during tulip season. And when you look at the pictures, it's mind-blowing.
You like tulips?
I like flowers, but when you see this, it's just acres and acres and acres.
It didn't work. I
pretty
had a
cool
joke
looking.
there,
All
Larry.
right, so
if
the
you
windmills
said,
was
yes,
very
I
cool.
like tulips, I would have said, how about planting those tulips right here? All right. Anyway.
Okay, got you now. So when the day was over, we talked about it, and Melissa said, when you go, there's a river that separates a town from the windmills. And she said, I'd have been much happier if after the windmills, we just would have stayed here and gone through this country town, which was super, super cool.
Flamingo Pam wants to know if you bought Klompen.
I don't know what that is. I'm going to say no because I don't know what it is.
Isn't that weird fish you wanted?
Oh,
no, that was in Iceland.
That was in Amsterdam.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Go ahead. So Amsterdam is just it's dirty. It smells like urine wherever you go. Men pee on the streets. It's like
that's
literally
what John and Diamond said. Welcome to Amsterdam. We bring whiffs of weed and urine.
Yeah. And it's not his fault, but it's a little bit more spread out. So when you're navigating, I should have done a better job navigating that. Like with London, I had it planned out to a T. I mean, I had a list. I had the distances between each of the spots. It just couldn't have worked out any better. And I didn't do as good a job in Amsterdam. And we just felt like by walking everywhere you see a lot more, but by walking you get tired and it was hot and you get a little cranky, and so have a tiff here or there. But Amsterdam I was so looking forward to, and it was definitely a little bit of a disappointment. It was not bad. It was still really cool things we did.
Scott McNeil says, me, Mike, Cameron, Kim, Larry, Elaine, and maybe a special guest. I don't know what he's talking about, but I think he's talking about the return trip from Europe to the United States on the one of the Carnival ships. So.
Okay. So the windmills, no, it was super cool. So one
Trevor
of them
says,
you could.
so what you're telling me is it's like Nassau.
No, it's way dirtier, because I think Nassau is really cleaning itself up.
Yeah,
especially
it
around
is.
the port. Around the port, it's like all new. It's very they're turning it around.
And they're doing more. Like they just announced another big upgrade.
Literally, when you walk down, there's canals all over, and there'll be a bridge, and it's like I called it like a 3/4 can. It's a piece of metal. It's got, and you men can go in it and pee right there in the street. And if people don't make it to that, they just stuck in an alley and they just pee in an alley. It's kind of it's disgusting. And there's just trash all over. Where Bruges and London, I was shocked at how clean London was. I was shocked. Now Southampton, not so much, but London is so clean.
Is it Southampton or Southampton? You know how they say Louisville?
Yeah. Let me tell you something. The Brits have their way of pronouncing everything.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that.
Nobody can call you a wanker like a British guy can call you a wanker.
That was probably the most surprising thing to me, is how friendly the people were there. I thought they were not going to be friendly at all, and it was not the case. I didn't feel that at all.
Party on the Sea says they're building a water park in Nassau behind the theater. I didn't even know they had a theater. The only thing I know about Nassau is the Bearded Clam, and that's a tasty place.
Now, isn't Royal building like a spot right there on the port too?
Grand, what's it called? Nassau, whatever. On the other, like on the farther side, whatever that is, they are doing like another jammer over there.
So that port is changing. I think that port is just
I got
really,
zero problems with Nassau, at least
really
for what
cleaning
we do.
itself up, and I feel totally safe all around the port area. And Trevor and I walked down to that Margaritaville, and it is just beautiful. I mean, it is a beautiful place,
and it has a tendency to make you leave your wooden dog behind.
You're in such awe that you leave your souvenirs behind. Yes,
I tried to get York and Lisa to get a replacement of the Bagahawk, the Bakak. While they found one. They found one, but they didn't want to travel with it. I understand. By the way, shout out to York and Lisa this evening. It is their 25th anniversary.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
What, they get married when they were 15?
No, but they did that last cruise on the Climax of the Seas. To celebrate their, what was it, Rhapsody?
Rhapsody.
Yeah, Climax, Rhapsody.
And what were their thoughts on the Rhapsody?
They weren't impressed, really.
Well, it's older.
Yeah.
It's just a whole lot older. You got to know what you're getting into, beforehand.
They were kind of thinking like what we did in Alaska on the Vista.
The Spirit.
Spirit. Yeah, they were thinking maybe it'd be a similar vibe, but it wasn't. They were fine. They loved the ports. They went to, York and Lisa are the happiest when they are in a port that has a beach that they can pop a squat. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, we've got Boats to Build. There's a new name. Happy anniversary to the Yorks. There's only one York, but there's also a Lisa. York and Lisa. Doodles and Lisa McShipshow. All right, Larry. What are you doing the rest of the week?
Very, very little. Gotta get my golf game going again, but very, very little. Nothing really planned. Just continue with the time off and the relaxation.
Yep.
How about you?
So I still have some trees to pull out of the woods to clean that all up.
Yikes.
Been actively manicuring the lawn. I've got a couple little landscape projects I want to do, but right now, presently, I'm about a third of the way done. And I'm not happy about this, folks. I just got rid of the trampoline in the spring that was killing all my grass in my side yard. Well, I can't complain too much because Stella had a major jump gymnastically in terms of like scores and qualifiers and all these things. Kelly and Stella bought a new trampoline that's 16 foot in diameter.
Wow.
That I started putting together tonight. And I had to put it, Larry, in my spot that you may have seen that I was planning to put my future golf sim. I had a pad poured or not poured, but it was gravel for my golf simulator shed. They ordered this trampoline and thought they would just stuff it right in the middle of my lawn. I wasn't having any of that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to have that. So I put it where my golf simulator was going to go. I'm about a third of the way done. So tomorrow I'll try and... Well, I can't do it tomorrow. I've got golf league. But Friday I will finish. I'm a bachelor this weekend.
Whoa.
And my intentions are, I have a tea time for Saturday. I have a tea time for Sunday. The only thing I don't have a tea time for is Friday. So if Kelly and Stella, if I don't finish the trampoline tomorrow night and Kelly and Stella are going to be gone Friday, then I'm golfing Friday because ain't nobody going to be jumping around if they're gone, right?
There you go.
But these trampolines, ain't nobody got to... We got rid of the last trampoline for a reason because nobody used it. But now all of a sudden, we got to have a trampoline.
It's the way it goes. It's the way it goes.
I'm praying for a tornado, Larry. And it picks it up and drops it in York's yard. Anyway, thank you guys for watching Crazy Lakes Travel, Jose Lara, Brandoline 94, Tess Almond, Scott McNeil, Party on the Sea, Sugar, So Sweet, Rhonda Carney, Kevin Brubaker, Trevor Begockler, Boats to Build, I think I said Scott McNeil. Who else we got? Crazy Cat Traveler. Thank you guys for watching.
See you next week.
We will see you next week unless I decide that me and Larry are going to go golfing. Oh. Trevor Begockler, we'll see you next week, maybe. Rhonda Carney, Brandoline 94, Crazy Lakes Travel. I think I said all those names, but that's all who's been commenting recently.
Mr. Z.
Jose Lara, Will G. Kelly Madison, sign you up. John and Diamond, glad you could join us. We will have some updates on the live stream schedule coming up soon. Stay tuned for that. It may not be as frequently as you may have hoped, but it'll be okay. Larry,
thanks for tuning in. Good to see you, man.
close us out and hit the post. We still got a few more bars to go here. What are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow.